Hi, I'm Caroline Bateman. I founded Achieve Now because I wanted to pass on what helped me get my 3 dyslexic children go from totally failing at school to excelling. Over the years, I've helped many students to achieve their potential. And if this is something that interests you, I suggest you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button, and you'll be informed when I create new videos. One of the most effective ways I help my students to get better grades is to teach them to type. Once students are able to type, they are able to utilize many technologies and tools that enable them to achieve more academically. I've created lots of videos and web pages that explain the benefits of touch typing in detail, but in this video I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to give a brief overview of all the many benefits of learning to touch type. Why am I doing this? Because I'm saddened by the number of students who cannot type and therefore are underachieving because they cannot use the technology and tools that would help them get better grades. I want to persuade more students to learn to type, and I want to persuade more schools to teach touch typing effectively. The question I'm going to answer is why bother to learn to type, and I'm going to do that by spelling out the advantages. I'm going to quickly work through this list, but the 2 aspects that I've highlighted I will go into a little bit more detail. Straight away, when we type our work, it's more legible, therefore it's easier to read and it's easier to mark. When we type, it stops hand pain. Many students that come to me have a lot of hand pain when they write. I know my son has this issue too. Most students can type much quicker than they can write, therefore they can finish work quicker. And when we type, we're able to use lots of different tools and technologies that enable us to improve the quality. And one of the reasons why we can improve the quality of our work is if we touch type, we're using unconscious muscle memory, which means we can concentrate on the content rather than how we write it down. Something that I value with work that is typed is that it can easily be automatically backed up. Too often I find students lose files full of really valuable work and they have to start again, but that doesn't happen if you can automatically back up work that you've typed. When it comes to revision, there are so many wonderful tips and apps you can use to help you revise that you cannot use when you're writing. And typing is a life skill that will help students when they finish school, when they're at university and in careers. Almost every career will require some degree of typing. So learning this skill now at school will reap benefits for years to come. So let's talk a little bit more about speed. Typically the students that come to me have a handwriting speed between 9 words per minute and 25 words per minute. After learning to type, these same students in one school holiday can normally type between 20 words per minute and 60 words per minute. So that is a huge increase. How does that affect schoolwork? Now, obviously it means you can finish homework quicker, but this really impacts students who are able to type in exams, particularly formal exams. And I've created a video that talks about how speed can really help improve marks, and I won't go into the detail here. The video explains how students with learning difficulties like poor working memory or poor processing speed can make up for these difficulties by being able to write so much more in the finite period of the exam. For example, if a student can type 29 words per minute, then they could write an extra 100 sentences in a formal exam, and if they could type 50 words a minute, they could write an extra 310 sentences, which means they could get a lot of extra marks. And I'll link the video here that goes into all the assumptions behind these calculations for you. How does typing improve the quality of work? Well, exactly how it does this does depend on the type of device you use. So I've created lots of different videos. So if you use Word Office 365 or Word Online, which is completely free, there are slightly different tools available to you. The same goes with Google Docs, and this is a read and write Chrome extension that has lots of great tools to help students get better grades, and this is more a generic video that talks about the benefits of touch typing. I've even got a playlist that talks about all the different devices and how you can utilize text-to-speech on lots of different devices. I also have a web page that goes into detail explaining how typing can improve grades for students. Now, as I said, this is just a very quick video that gives an overview, but I have more helpful videos, and I particularly recommend finding out the best way to motivate students to type and how timed tests can really help motivate students. Motivation is critical when learning to touch type, because without it, students won't develop the intrinsic motivation required to do the necessary practice. Achieve Now is about a lot more than typing. Typing is just one of the skills that we teach in order to help students get higher grades. But I also create lots of free resources, and these are just some of them. And you can find out how to download these free resources in the details below this video. I really hope you found this video helpful. If so, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you hit the bell button, you'll be informed when I create new videos. Thanks for watching.